go to school. You may also wish to tell us something about if there have been attacks on schools in Imo State.
Okay, to your last question, there is no record to my knowledge of attacks in Imo State on school premises. But to the first part of your question, we have watched with horror incidents of mass kidnappings in some schools around the country, to the extent that it looks like an industrial scale organized crime of some sort. In Imo, the approach of the government is to identify the vulnerable schools or the communities that are more vulnerable than others with respect to potential mass kidnapping of that nature. We're in the process of making that analysis now. Once that is completed and we can identify the communities and schools that are most vulnerable, what we anticipate happening or plan happening is that the Imo Security Organization, which is the organization that the governor just established by law in Imo State, the recruits and officers from that organization will be deployed to some of these schools. They will be doing routine patrols in some of these schools to provide both a semblance of security and the presence of security, but also to look into establishing early warning systems, meaning that if there is a convoy approaching and we know there is a vulnerable school around, then there is an early warning system that goes out to schools in the area to have the students and the staff prepare or evacuate before these bandits or criminals come to the school. Now, there are two types of schools, at least two types of schools. One is schools that are owned by government, and then there are schools that are owned by religious institutions and private individuals, right? So if we're going to work on security, because security is a collaborative effort, we will be discussing with these religious institutions that own these schools, as well as private enterprise that own some of the other schools, about a collaborative effort to assist them with providing security in the schools.